If you are not a Romani, you are not allowed to wear gypsy-themed costumes at the Halloween. And don't call yourself gypsies just because you feel you are free-spirited, or believe in chankars, or live in campervan, or something else. These things are racist towards Romani people. It's called antigypsyism, a specific form of racism towards Romani, Sinti, and travelers, and some others that are stigmatized as gypsies in our public imagination. Unfortunately, there is a lot more than just a few nasty words and some hairish, tricky costumes. In order to fight this kind of discrimination, we need to understand how deeply the rabbit hole goes.
In Royal Hungary in the 16th century, at the time of the Turkish occupation, the Crown developed strong anti-Roma policies as these people were considered suspect as Turkish spies or as a fifth column. In this atmosphere, they were expelled from many locations and increasingly adopted a nomadic way of life. The first anti-Romani legislation was issued in the March of Moravia in 1538, and 3 years later, Ferdinand ordered that Romani in his realm be expelled after a series of fires in Prague. In 1545, the Diet of Augsburg declared that whoever kills a gypsy Romani will be guilty of no murder. The subsequent massive killing spree which took place across the empire later prompted the government to stop and to forbid the drawing of Romani women and children. In 1774, Maria Theresa of Austria issued an edict forbidding marriages between Romani. When a Romani woman married a non-Romani, she had to produce proof of industrious household service and familiarity with Catholic tenets. A male Rom has to prove his ability to support a wife and children, and gypsy children over the age of 5 years were to be taken away and brought up in a non-Romani family.
Even now, there are a lot of cases connected to anti-gypsyism. Deportation of Roma people from France in 2010, Sagara conflict in 2011 Russia, Loshivsky accident in 2016 Ukraine, and many others. Now, there are 14 million Roma people lived in Europe. Most of them face the discrimination and impact of prejudice every day. They losing their jobs, living in poorness and illness, and it's the lucky ones. People are dying because of their culture and race, their skin and hair color. Still, Roma people are segregating from common schools, pushing out cities and villages, losing their culture for pleasure of majority. Czech Republic in 2012 blamed the Roma people in high crime rate without any proofs. Still, there are a lot of political parties that are calling for creating conservation camps for Romani. For example, last election in Hungary, where a party with such program get the third place by the voting. Even in popular culture now rules stereotypes that are discrediting Roma community. So, anti-gypsyism strongly affects all aspects of Roma's life. It contributes to deprivation in key areas such as education, employment, living standards, as well as housing. Bearing this in mind, the first step to becoming aware of anti-gypsyism and fighting it is recognizing that it isn't a minority issue. It's not about Roma problem or travel problem, or it's not about solving issues with the gypsy community. It's a phenomenon of our society, a common heritage for all of Europe, created by the way we others choose considered by a gypsy. So, for the future, we have to understand that there is only race, human race, the only religion, love, and the only world, or none at all.